So I remember watching television quite a few occasions. You have these experts, these law experts, people like Jeffrey Toobin and a host of others, going on about how Donald Trump's proposal to restrict Muslim immigration is never going to be upheld in the Supreme Court. It's illegal. Some of them said, oh, it's going to be 9-0. All the Supreme Court justices are going to strike this down. There is no basis whatsoever for it. There is nowhere in the provision of the law that this is allowed, that it's going to be struck down based on equal protection, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? It turns out that there is a section of U.S. law that precisely allows for this. If you go to Google and you type in 8 U.S.C. 1182, the whole section of that law comes up, and then you scroll all the way down to 10. It has numbers. It starts with 1, each section 1, 2, 3 going down, and you go to scroll down to 10, and within 10 you go to subsection F, as in Frank. It says there, it says suspension of entry or imposition of restrictions by the president. So this is 8 U.S.C. 1182 10F. And here's the actual text. It says, whenever the president finds that the entry of any aliens or of any class of aliens into the United States would be detrimental to the interest of the United States, he may, by proclamation, and for such period as he shall deem necessary, suspend the entry of any aliens or any class of aliens as immigrants or non-immigrants, or impose on the entry of aliens any restrictions he may deem to be appropriate. So that covers it all. Based on this, based on 8 U.S.C. 1182 10F, any president of the United States has the authority to exclude any group or any class of immigrants from coming to the United States. So there goes all the legal experts. They've all been proven wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. And this is the problem you have when people's ideology gets in front of facts. And actually, since this came up, I first learned about this from an article, and then I did my own research. They're not talking about it on television anymore, because I guess they realize that it is perfectly legal to do. So they've all shut their mouths. No longer are they talking about the legality of it. They're just talking about, they're just trying to demonize Donald Trump as being a racist and being a homophobe and whatever else. So bottom line is, there is legal precedence for this, and it's specifically provided for in American law. So if Donald Trump does what he says he wants to do, he would not be violating any law, and there would be no basis whatsoever to take it to any courts. The President of the United States will be perfectly within his or her right to restrict immigration for whatever reason. That's it. Case closed.